right, there we go. So today we're taking a look at the audio effect Redux in Ableton. I'm using Redux on this grand piano track. Just to give you a quick idea, this is what it sounds like with nothing. So just kind of a cheesy sound, but adding in Redux and a few other things, but Redux is really the character shaper here, we get it into this kind of crazy, distorted, wonderful sound. And that's kind of what Redux is known for. So let's jump over and drag a fresh Redux in here. I'll mute this rack for the moment. And I'm just going to put it after this grand piano. So we'll just kind of leave this little piano loop going for a second. And we'll take a look first at the downsample section right here. So downsample, basically, this knob goes from 1 all the way to 200, and it also has a switch from hard to soft. So let's look at hard first. It goes from 1 to 200. At 1, every sample reaches the output. At a setting of 200, only every 200th sample is heard. So let's go ahead and play this, and I'll just slowly increase the downsample amount. We're starting to get into NES, 8-bit territory. And at 200 we don't, oh well, it didn't loop, so that would be one reason, but at 200, not very musical. But it's a sound you've probably heard a lot, especially famous effects like the auto biscuit, and it's just a commonly used sound. If we switch this over into soft mode, so hard mode, like we were saying earlier, allows you to downsample to 200 samples without any interpolation, but soft mode, if we switch over there, allows sampling down to 20 samples with some interpolation. So let's listen to how that sounds different. So overall, you can kind of hear it's a much softer sound there compared to, again, much kind of harsher, and you get into crazy territory a lot quicker. So aside from the downsample section, there's also the bit reduction section, which you have to turn this on before it makes any difference. And once you've got it turned on, you've got a couple sections here. So the overload trigger, this just indicates when the signal, above 0 decibels is being clipped by the bit reduction section. So you can always bring in a utility or something to kind of handle that if you need to. But let's start at 16 bits and go down to 1. And actually, this does get pretty loud, so I'm going to throw a utility in here to kind of bring the gain down as we go. Not much there. At 13, we're kind of just adding noise. And you kind of hear this strange, jittery distortion coming in as we go lower. 12 starts it. Getting stronger. trimming that down because you can see here when it was playing, just right into the red. But I'd say the sweet spot. In the rack here, I had it around 3. So. And again, compare that to the original sound. It's a pretty drastic difference. But that's about it really for the plugin here, or the audio effect. The only other thing to note is that keeping bit reduction off does save some CPU. So if you're not using that section, if you're leaving it at 16, probably best to just leave it off. All right, so that's about it for this one. I just wanted to get back into uploading these tutorials, so we'll have one more listen to this piece, but let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and see you next time.